So today we are exposing the mafia-style union that is attacking Genshin Impact and all the VAs that want to come back to work. You want to come after me with your little freaking minions? You want to tell my favorite VAs that they can't come back to work? Well, guess what, buddy? I'm coming for your freaking neck. We're about to expose SAG-AFTRA for the evil scum that it is. And by the end of this, I promise you, you're not going to believe it. It's going to be way worse than you ever even freaking thought it was, buddy. This is insane. They are literally... allegedly, I'm going to choose my words very carefully here. If you stick around to the end, I can prove it to you. They are allegedly trying to monopolize the industry, okay? They are allegedly trying to force every single company to go union underneath this Trojan horse act of AI protections. So let me ask you all this. Do you think a company like SAG-AFTRA actually morally cares about AI protections? Or do you think that they're just protecting their bottom line? Well, it just turns out that two things coincided for them. Two perfect little instances: the rise of AI that would literally destroy their bottom line, and the opportunity to literally force every single company to go union that works with them. Okay, so let me just go into this and literally prove it to y'all. I've got an expose. As a matter of fact, this isn't an expose. This is a vendetta. You want to come after me and you want to come after my favorite VAs? Well, then guess what, buddy? This is what happens. All right, so what is SAG-AFTRA, folks? What kind of business is SAG-AFTRA? Well, it's obviously an American labor union. They are the Screen Actors Guild of America, right? Obviously. And then if we move on here, does SAG-AFTRA receive government funding? So are they funded by the government? Is this how they make their money? No, does not receive direct government funding, obviously. Is SAG-AFTRA a non-profit? Well, yes, in fact they are, so they don't have to pay taxes because they're a union. SAG-AFTRA's foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit organization offering comprehensive professional development, educational resources, as well as emergency financial and health assistance programs to SAG-AFTRA artists nationwide. Pay attention to that last part, folks. Pay attention to that last part, folks. Emergency financial and health assistance programs to SAG-AFTRA artists nationwide, because they don't. SAG-AFTRA, how does SAG-AFTRA make its money then? SAG-AFTRA makes money by negotiating contracts, compensation packages, and pay scales for its members. Oh, that sounds so great. So you'll get into SAG-AFTRA, right? And they'll negotiate your contract, and they negotiate it just so well that they make so much freaking money, right? Well, if they make so much money by negotiating contracts, well, then they must be, really negotiating some high-paying contracts, right? No. What percentage of SAG-AFTRA members receive benefits? Only 7% of SAG-AFTRA actors and performers earn $80,000 or more a year. 14% of SAG-AFTRA members make at least $26,000 annually to qualify for the SAG-AFTRA health plan coverage. So they only cover, they only give 14% of their members health insurance benefits. Like, oh my goodness, dude. And everybody pays the entrance membership fee. So where are they getting all this money from then if they're not negotiating huge contracts for their freaking members? Obviously, it's coming from the initiation fee. The initiation fee to join SAG-AFTRA union is currently $3,000, depending where you live, by the way. Depending where you live. It can go up to $4,000 to $5,000 depending on where you live. Once you are a member, you pay an annual base fee of $231 a year and an additional 1.57% of SAG-AFTRA protected earnings up to $1 million now. It used to only be $400,000. Now it's $1 million. Well, then where's all the money going? If it's not going to pay for health benefits for the employees, well, let me show you. We got this crazy little expose here. SAG-AFTRA's National Executive Director Duncan Crabtree Ireland led the pack of union bosses, by the way, with a gross salary of $1 million freaking dollars. That's right, of $1 million. And the company supposedly makes $3 billion per year with an estimated revenue per employee of $339,000. $100,000 a year. And if we move on, where does SAG-AFTRA get all this freaking money from? Well, obviously, SAG-AFTRA has collected more than $1 billion in dues and agency fees from its active members and financial core members since its founding 10 years ago with the merger of SAG and AFTRA. So obviously, dude, if you are a part of the union, you are paying your membership dues to keep this company alive, to get no benefits from it. And this is where it gets crazy, folks. This is where it comes into play. This is where how predatory SAG-AFTRA is as a union comes into play, and what their actual objective, quote unquote, allegedly seems to be. So let's get into it. By joining SAG-AFTRA, members also agreed to abide by Rule 9, which states that members of one of the affiliated performers will not accept non-union work in another union's jurisdiction. That, folks, is obviously the global rule 1, or the global rule. That means that they will not work or accept non-union work in another union's jurisdiction. So it's not only non-union work, but it's also in another union's jurisdiction. Remember that. So if there's a union jurisdiction and SAG-AFTRA is blanket sweep striking almost every single thing in the entertainment industry, well, they're about to become the sole owner of a union jurisdiction. Okay, their union jurisdiction is about to be the entire freaking entertainment industry. I don't know if that'll come into effect, but what I do know is a non-union voice actor can work on a SAG-AFTRA project. So if you're a non-union voice actor, can you work on a SAG-AFTRA project? You can, but if they need to be hired for a covered role, they must be covered under the SAG-AFTRA contracts after working 1 day in a principal or speaking role or 3 days in a background role. A performer becomes SAG eligible and can join the union. This is where Karina Boetker, Paimon's VA, lied. She said someone could be SAG eligible for 10 years. Yeah, they could be, but that doesn't mean that they can work for 10 years. You guys remember me saying that on this channel. Well, guess what? I can prove it. Literally, voice performers are covered under the SAG-AFTRA collective bargaining agreements. However, it remains a controversial practice for union actors to do non-union work under certain agreements. Only professional performers are in the cast are covered. So you hear that right. You can work under a SAG-AFTRA project, and but if it's a covered role, you will need to sign one of the contracts. And if you work for 3 days in a background role, you become SAG eligible and can join the union, basically forced to join the union. But let's keep moving. How many times can someone SAG eligible work on a SAG project? A person can work as a non-member on SAG productions for a maximum of 30 days. 30 freaking days, folks. So if you are a non-member, if you're a non-union member, you can work on a SAG project for 30 days maximum. But after that, they need to become a member to continue working on union initiatives. SAG-AFTRA membership is available to those who work in a position covered by SAG-AFTRA collective bargaining agreement. Before becoming SAG eligible, it is recommended to take on as much non-union work as possible and build a resume and network. Well, guess what, folks? If SAG gets their way, there's about to not be any non-union work because, oh my goodness, you're not going to be able to get a big role and be non-union. And if you think that you're going to get a Taft-Hartley and be able to work on these roles, dude, they will choose a union member over you every freaking time. And if I didn't prove that with my last video, then I don't know what will. But obviously, what qualifies as a SAG project? Does Genshin Impact signing with a SAG-AFTRA cause them to become a SAG-AFTRA project? Well, yes, evidently, obviously, they become a SAG-AFTRA signatory production. A signatory production which falls underneath the same things as a SAG-AFTRA production. When a company signs with SAG-AFTRA, they become a SAG-AFTRA signatory production. This means they will be employing at least one SAG-AFTRA member and will follow the rules and regulations set by the union. Signatory productions must be cleared by the SAG-AFTRA representative before they can even begin filming. Let me read that again, folks. This means they will be employing at least one SAG-AFTRA member and will follow the rules and regulations set by the union, and signatory productions must be cleared by their SAG-AFTRA representative before they even begin filming. So let me clarify this real quick. SAG-AFTRA can strike a game and force a game to go union, and then SAG-AFTRA will then decide whether or not a non-union member can work on those games. So yeah, the game can choose between the union members, but if a non-union member can get cast, well, guess what? If SAG-AFTRA wants one of their union members to get cast, well, they can say, nope, nah, you're not working on our production. And if you are, it's a maximum of 30 days. So SAG-AFTRA will force these non-union members or non-union actors to go union, pay more membership dues for health benefits that they'll never receive, and then roll in more dough and just rinse and repeat all across the entertainment industry over a Trojan horse of AI protections. Do you really think that SAG-AFTRA cares about AI protections? I think that they care about AI because it'll hurt their bottom line if they don't have actors getting roles, but I think that they are using this as a Trojan horse to blanket sweep strike the entire entertainment industry and essentially try to weasel their way into being able to force every single game to sign their members rather than signing non-union members. Okay, boys. Obviously, when we look at that and we look at little defenders like this, like little Creepo, literally acting like the fans of the game are the enemy whenever he says, "I remember seeing someone post one of the most important things in a strike is fan support, and they've lost ours," and thinking to myself, I rather doubt when the steelworkers refused to work. They were super concerned with how their fan base perceived it. Brother, this is not like steelworkers. This is the entertainment industry. Yeah, the businesses were upset when the steelworkers went on a strike, but of course people weren't. But whenever you mess with the entertainment industry in this way, with this predatory of a union, guess what? Fan support matters a lot, which is why I'm drawing so much attention to this with this channel, because oh my goodness, is there nothing more predatory happening to the entertainment industry like right now? You are not going to be able to get a job as a non-union member soon, and that's if all the freaking entertainment industries don't flee to the east like they are. They're all going to China, they're all going to Japan, because they understand that what SAG is asking for is literally unethical. It's not that it's gonna hurt their bottom line, it's that it's literally unethical. Like seriously, dude, it's detrimental. They can go get voice actors over there and be able to choose who voices their roles and do better. But the issue is whenever you've got a union like this, they will literally force non-union members to either join the union and pay the membership dues or get the F out. Yeah, buddy, it's not good. It's not good. And these literal SAG-AFTRA defenders are go one by one. What do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that SAG-AFTRA is paper or plastic? Do you think SAG-AFTRA is predatory? Do you think that they actually want what's best for the industry? Do you think they're doing a blanket wide sweep strike to actually protect from AI? Or do you think that they're a predatory union literally after their own gain, after their the protection of their own bottom line? You guys let me know down below what you think, paper or plastic. I'm going with plastic. These motherfuckers are plastic as fuck, dude. This is one of the most plastic unions, most predatory unions that there is, boys. Also, boys, do not forget to subscribe. Only like 8% of my viewers subscribed, okay? I need everybody to subscribe. So if you really want to help me out, if you like what I'm doing, if you like me protecting the voice acting industry and also covering drama on the daily, please, boys, for old paperback boy, please drop a sub, all right? I'm putting myself out on a limb here, getting ready to be erased by SAG-AFTRA, getting ready to get disappeared by SAG-AFTRA. So before that happens, like, comment, share, and subscribe, baby. GG's, peace.